Shalom. It's your brother Yahawah. Coming back at you with another lesson from the GMS Louisiana Saints Camp. Before I get started, in the face of East, as always, according to Daniel 6:10, Ezekiel 8:16, give all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Bakak, Dash, the water Yahawah, Yahawashi for the gift of this truth and ministry. The water Yahawah, Yahawashi for the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teaches this truth and have taught us this truth. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who push his truth throughout the four winds of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Makin. Shalom. All right, and this is going to be the second part of the video entitled The New Covenant Restored / Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi is jealous for Israel, for Zion. All right, I'm going to get that. All right, so let's pick it back up where I left off. Jeremiah 31:10. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd do his flock." You know, and let me break that down. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord." Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi comes in the volume of the book. Okay? Because that's in his truth, we know this. All right? O ye nations. All right? All nations. Right? Are hearing this truth of the Most High. The real truth. Mainly from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach this truth with sound doctrine, breaking the words down to the T, to the letter. So all nations have heard this word, and the Most High is going to explode this thing to where every single human being on this planet Earth is going to know that we are the true chosen people of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi, the Hebrew Israelites, the hopefully elect. All right, and it says, "And declare in the isles afar off," like I read previously in the previous chapter, previous video, Isaiah 11:11. All right, the isles, the islands of the sea. And I always say that in opening all my videos. Shalom to the Akim, to the hopefully elect, who are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth in these last days. And I pray for you, brother. Pray for the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Pray for the Akim who I don't know, which I have known in my previous life. You know, Lord willing, that happened. You know, I was a part of that elect. Knew you in the previous life. I don't know you physically now, but I know you through the spirit. All right? So to the Israelites that are scattered far off, man, this is how we reach you, through the internet. All right? And it says, "In the islands afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel," who? Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. He scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. "Will gather him." And I went over that in Isaiah the 54th chapter. Talked about that last night on the highways and byways. He is going to gather his elect, his remnant, his few good men. The main deliverance is going to be right here in Babylon. And for the jakes, the hopefully elect that scattered all the four winds of the earth, yeah, we're going to all be joined as with Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi on his chariot. It all makes perfect sense. When you start to read the scriptures, and you start to break one chapter down, it just all flows through. You know, it all makes sense. You know, it's nothing but a song, a beautiful song. And only 144,000 have that song. They can know that song. That's why I say the water Yahawah Yahawashi for the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach us this truth, man. Because you cannot find this nowhere else. All right, we at the end of this thing, the very end. All hell is finna just shift left. It's finna just shift left. And it's gonna be nothing but death and destruction. While this death and destruction is happening, what I'm reading is going to happen at the same time. that's going to even everything all the way out. So you won't have one thing above the other. It's going to be right on the same, balanced. It's all going to tie in together. He says, Yahawashi says, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him. You're going to be kept by Yahawashi. It's not going to venture away from us again, man. Not going to scatter us no more. This is the last captivity. We're going to be saved out of here, and we're going to be with Yahawashi forever and ever. Amen. Amen. As it says in the scripture. And as a shepherd doeth his flock. Because we are being watched over by us being the flock. Even with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who watch over us. Our spiritual fathers who watch over the flock. Yahawashi is the shepherd. He watches over the elders. The elders watch over us. That's the chain of command, the order. All right? This thing is all about order, man. It says, verse 11, for the Lord hath redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. That's beautiful right there, man. And that's what we go out on the highways and byways to do. What else are we doing this work for? To be delivered from out of this from this Edomite hand, man. Trying to be delivered. I'm gonna, watch my conduct as far as my language. We got to looking to be delivered from this Edomite's hand, man. He is stronger than us right now. We cannot win this battle. We need Yahawashi. What does it say? The book of Jeremiah 31 and 11. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob. He has saved Jacob, the whole house of Jacob, the 144,000. That's a lot. And ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. All right? And we know what that ransom means. When you've been, you see all these, whether it be an Edomite or Jacob or Jake, whatever, who gets, kidnapped or whatever. That's basically what we are right now. Which we're prisoners of Yahawashi. But this damn devil has us in chains right now. Not physical chains, but mental chains and everything, man. There's no way out of this but Yahawashi. But this truth is all we have. It's like you're being kidnapped, and the Most High Yahawashi is coming to save you with this key. And the key is this truth, knowledge and wisdom and understanding. This is the key right here. And Yahawashi is coming with that key to redeem us, to save us from this Edomite. Alright? So it says, therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Lord, for wheat and for wine and for oil, which represents this truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and for the young of the flock and of the herd, and their soul, and you can read more about this in Isaiah 61st chapter, and their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow anymore at all. So there's not going to be no more crying. Everything is going to be just perfect in the heavens, the New Jerusalem. The truth shall go forth from Mount Zion, man, in Jerusalem. The law. Everything's going to be in perfect order. Beautiful kingdom with all gold. No sun is going to be needed. When you read Revelation, the 20th chapter. All right? And it says, therefore, Salah, and it says, verse 13, then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy. In a twinkling of an eye, we shall all be changed. Brother's been doing videos on that. In a twinkling of an eye, everything is going to change. It's going to make it look like it was nothing but a badass dream that we had. That's the power of Yahawah through Yahawashi, to make everything just quick. Behold, like he said in Revelation, behold, I'll make all things new. I think that's in Matthew. All right? So it says, and make them rejoice from their sorrow. And I can read all the way down, but it's one I want to get in particular. Jeremiah 31. All right, here we go right here. Jeremiah 31 and 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, with the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, the new covenant. Verse 32. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. And the more you read it, man, Israelites just pissed Yahawashi completely the hell off, man. I'm talking about from front to back. You know, all in the Old Testament and everything, man, the Apocrypha. He just pissed him clean off because he always reiterates about the covenant that he gave to our forefathers, man, that you broke. And Jake continuously breaks them to this day. He will not return. Let me get this. Jeremiah, what else was that? Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah 12 and 15. And it shall come to pass, after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them, and will bring them again, every man to his heritage, and every man to his land. Talking about the Israelites. All right? That's not really the one I want to get. There's just a lot of them. I'll get Jeremiah 11 and 10. Yeah. Jeremiah. It's a lot of brother. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. I had to preach something. It slipped my mind that fast, man. I think it's Jeremiah 3. Yeah, that's it right there. Jeremiah 3rd chapter. Yeah. Jeremiah 3 and 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you. So it's telling you to turn, because you didn't piss the Most High off completely throughout all your captivities, man. There ain't no one of the Most High just want to just do away with Israel completely. So it's telling you to turn. Our people would not return back then. They would not keep. You can't keep the covenant has been broken. Jake still doesn't want to, keep the law, statutes, commandments to his best of his abilities. But it's telling you what? It's talking to the elect specifically. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you spiritually. And I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to my heart. There was an apostle of GMS, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass, when ye be multiplied and increased in the land in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord. Neither shall it come into mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. So you're not going to remember that, nothing else, man. You're going to be stuck on this new covenant. That's it. There's not going to be no shine away from this. There's going to be no sin in this kingdom. In the new covenant, the new kingdom. All right? So I had another one. All right, let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews, the 8th chapter. Hebrews, the 8th chapter. And I'm going to start at verse 6. Hebrews 8 and 6. But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, Salaki, by how much also he is the meditator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. For it is, Salaki, for if that first covenant had been faultless, well, you know this Jake, that's all day right here. Then should no place have been sought for the second. So if you had kept the laws and commandments from the first beginning, there wouldn't be no need for a second covenant, man. Had we not went off in the dark ages, even before then, it wouldn't be no need for this second covenant, man. It's just plain and simple, man. Like I always say, this is a book of instructions, man. You enter into a blood covenant with Yahawah, Yahawashi himself. Israel and Yahawah, the father of Israel. The marriage. You divorce Yahawah spiritually by committing all kinds of fornications, spiritual fornication, which we still do up until this day, which is going to bring death on this land, man, to you Israelites. Verse 8, Hebrews 8 and 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. I just read that precept in Jeremiah 31. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers. So it's not going to be this covenant that he made with our forefathers. Okay? In that day, when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. I just read that in Jeremiah 31st chapter. Precept upon precept. The Bible doesn't, it backs it up. Because they continue not in my covenant, worshiping other false gods. So when all hell breaks through, like it says in Judges, the book of Judges 10 and 14, go cry unto these other gods which you have served when all hell breaks loose. Since you want to break my covenant that I have given to you, the only true power, go and cry to these gods that you have divorced me and went and served when all hell breaks loose in your tribulation. Yeah. Yeah, and that's coming very soon. That's coming very soon. Martial law. These FEMA camps. Jacob's trouble. It said, behold, that day is great. It's going to be a great, terrible day. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's going to be darkness for you 2/3 Israelites, man, who don't want to repent. Be out here on the highways and byways prophesying about the new covenant that's coming. Prophesying about the wicked pissing the Most High every day. He's mad at the wicked every day. But it goes in one end out the other. So warning comes before destruction. The warning is being issued. Eating these abominable ass foods. We know don't would tell out in the general public, look, don't do this, don't do that. That's a wrap for that. We only do it on the highways and byways. So the truth is going out throughout the four winds of the earth via the internet. Not going spending 2 and 3 hours trying to get Jake to understand, look, why you shouldn't eat this, why you shouldn't commit adultery. Because in every metropolitan area, everybody knows about the Israelites. So it's no excuse. Yahawah is not going to make no excuse for whacking you. It's going to be held. It's going to be held in uprightness. It's going to be in righteousness. Where he's going to be justified in saying, look, my men were teaching you this, but you ignored it. So therefore I killed you. And we have a clean slate with their blood being off our hands, man. All right? Hebrews 8 and the latter part of 9, it says, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the new covenant. It's going to be in Jerusalem, Mount Zion. All right? That I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind, into the spirit. This is a declaration. Yahawah has established this already. It's already had said and it will come to pass in their mind and write them in their hearts. Like the holy angels are programmed already to keep the laws, statutes, commandments right now to the T. They're under strict orders. It's no going off. It's inevitable for them to go off. That's how we're going to be. We're going to be greater than the angels in the kingdom. Lord willing, we are part of that. Now we have to look at the lunar calendar, the moon calendar, to know what time is coming. Like the Aztecs and the Mayans did of old. Everything is going to be automatic. The Passover, all the high holy days. Not everything that we are trying to keep to the best of our abilities right now is going to be automatic in the kingdom. All right, so let's keep going. And write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. Talking about the Israelites. All right, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. You're not going to have to do all that. Everybody's going to be on the same accordance, one accord. For all shall know me, from the least to greatest. All nations of people are going to know Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Wadash. Verse 12. For I will be merciful. That's that word I brought it out previously in the last lesson. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness and their sins and their iniquities. Will I remember no more. The water Yahawah, Yahawashi. For that. Verse 13. In that he hath said a new covenant, he hath made the first old. So how the fuck you got Israelites talking about we under the new covenant right now? Boy, let's keep going. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. All right. All this right now is getting geared up to be waxed and vanished away. And we're gonna have a new covenant under a new law, under a new righteous kingdom, man. Not under Esau's shit, under Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. Had our ancestors, our forefathers kept the first covenant, it wouldn't be no need for this. But here we are right now, and we got to roll with it. It's as simple as that. Let me get Zechariah, the 8th chapter, I'm going to close it out with that. The book of Zechariah, chapter 8, from the top. Again, the word of the Lord of hosts came to me, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy. We talked about that word last night, that word great, on highways and byways. And I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus saith the Lord, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth. The rivers of living water is going to flow. They flowing right now, but it's going to be predominantly established in Israel. All right? And you Edomites, in other heathenistic nations, you're going to be slaves. Get that understood. You're going to be our slaves. So do what you do right now, however you want to do it. We pray, we meditate and pray on the being brought to the guillotine, thrown in these camps, these FEMA camps, that's already these FEMA coffin camps. Got FEMA, the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, and get up 1.6 billion worth of ammunition, over millions and billions of coffins. Because, it's prepared for you Israelites. And some of us going to be martyrs in this thing, man. And we're going to be brought back in full righteousness, in the glory of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, on his chariot in the kingdom. We shall all be changed in the twinkling of an eye. These bodies already began. They're dead anyway. So kill it off. Do what you're going to do, Esau. We're not getting weak in this thing. The closer we get to the end, the harder we push. Getting ready to go out on the highways and byways after a while. Pushing this truth. Giving diligence. And it says, called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem. It's the new covenant now. And every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And that's what we, and me and the elder, there's a lot of elder Keziah talking about that. Getting us a staff, a lot of jakes, in camps had a staff, but you don't even need a staff because you ain't preaching the whole doctrine, so you don't even need a staff in your hand. Let the real men of the Lord who got this truth, the proper breakdowns from the elders and apostles, have a staff in their hand. We're going to rule with a rod of iron and a fist and a staff in our hand in the kingdom. We're going to beat your ass with that. Talking to you all, you Edomites, you Amalekites. Amalek. And it's written in the scripture right here. Every man is going to rule with a staff in his hand. A very age. That's a fact, man. That's coming to pass. We pushing this truth hard for this day to come to pass, man. Alright? And this is talking about in Jerusalem, in the new Jerusalem coming down from heaven that's going to be established on earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. All right, not in America. All right, because this place is finished. Right now, it's finished. All right. Zechariah 8:5. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. Verse 6. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant, of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith the Lord of hosts? Call Allah, Yahawah, Yahawashi, oh my God, man. You can't, this is a complete a so-called black man, Negro, that's telling you this, man. Only that can write this and say this like this, man. All right? This is our book, our history. Our kingdom is for the taking, man. All right, let me read that again. The book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 6. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant, the elect, moreover, of this people in these days, which we're currently in, it's marvelous in our eyes to read this and see this. That's why the elders, apostles of great millstone always teach that you got to read the scriptures with vision. So being playing in the streets with little boys, little girls, old men and old women, us ruling with a staff in our hand, that's a vision. It's marvelous in our eyes. All right? Should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith the Lord of hosts? Is it not beautiful in the Most High, Yahawah's eyes, to see his elect in the whole remnant of the house of David? Ultimately, all of Israel, fulfilling this prophecy, is marvelous in his eyes. It's beautiful. All right? Verse 7. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country. Beautiful. And I will bring them. That's that, the chariots coming to get us, man. And I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power in truth and in righteousness. All right? So let me end it with this. I said I was going to end it with that, but the spirit rolling. Let me get all book of Romans, chapter 11. All right? And verse 25. For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery. And we only know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Bible, the elect. Lest ye should be wise in your own conceits. That blindness that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fulfillment of the Gentiles be come in. All right? And so all Israel shall be saved. Read that again. Verse 26, 11 and 26. Romans 11 and 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written. There shall come out of Zion, the deliverer, Yahawashi. That's what his name means, the deliverer. And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. End it right there, man. There you have it in a, in a parable, and so it says, shall it written, so shall it be done. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, call Allah Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Wakapadash, the water Yahawah Yahawashi, for the gift of this truth and ministry, and we do minister for you Yahawashi, the water for the elders and apostles, great millstone, who taught us this truth. And Salakia, and Shalom to the elect, and double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who taught us this truth, and rule well and teach well. And Shalom to the elect, who push his truth through the four winds of the earth in these last days, wherever ye are scattered. Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is going to scatter you from the east to the west. It's going to deliver you from the east to the west. All right? Wherever ye are scattered, keep pushing, Auntie. We almost up out of here. The new covenant is about to be restored. Kwan Yasharala.